Hi guys, so today's video is going to be on the new Urban Decay Reloaded eyeshadow palette. So you guys all know the original. This has been very used. You can tell I was really into the lighter matte browns for the crease, and then I would usually like throw in a shimmer on the lid and just make it like a quick everyday look. So this was like one of the first eyeshadow palettes I ever got besides my MAC like individual eyeshadows. So I was so excited about this when I first got it, and I feel just as excited about this new one. So this is the completely revamped version of the original, which you guys know they you know, put to rest. This also has 12 shades, but first let me talk about the packaging because it's really cool. Okay, you have to see it in person and you have to feel it because the top of it is actually plushy. Like you can push down on it. How freaking cool is that? And I just love this whole design, and I do definitely see some similarities, but they are actually all new. 11 of the shades are completely brand new. I think the fact that they have a little pop of pink or peach in there is kind of fun to play around with, but everything else is staying true to the original with the neutral theme, and I love neutrals. But yeah, I had a really fun time using this today for this look, and I just wanted to show you guys how I did it and what my thoughts were on the shadows, because there was one in particular that I was a little bit disappointed with, but everything else was amazing. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do, please leave a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Let's go ahead and roll the tutorial. This thing is just so incredibly beautiful. I'm really excited to use it today for the first time. So I'm going to first pick up this shade Boundaries, which is described as a warm terracotta matte. And let me just show you guys really quick that there definitely is fallout when you tap your brush in there. Not a big deal to me though. I really don't care about that as long as the eyeshadows perform the way I want them to. And I usually like to start in the center of the lid, and then I'll work my way upwards, inwards, and outwards. I'm just gonna blend it really softly up into the crease, and we'll pull it out a little bit as well. Next, I'm gonna pick up Retro right here. This is a bright peach matte shade that's actually going on really pigmented. I'm surprised. I wanted to mix it in to just kind of soften things up. And I really wanted to use this color, but I didn't want to do a full-on pink look because I just did one on my channel if you guys haven't seen it yet. But I do want a hint of color. Then I'm going to pick up Reputation. Usually when I do shimmery shades on my lid, I like to use my finger. I just feel like it melts in better, but I am curious to see how it works with just a eyeshadow brush first. And so far so good. Teensy bit of fallout though onto my face. Nothing that you can't wipe away. Wow, this is so pretty. Back into Boundaries, and I'm going to blend this out. Mostly focusing this on the outer edges of the crease. And then kind of working it upwards and outwards again. Oh my gosh! Oh, I almost just blended out with that brush. That would be a mistake. You guys, this shade is so pretty. Freaking, I'm dying over this one. Oh my god. Barely Baked, and then Angel Fire onto my ring finger and pat it onto the center of the lid. So we'll go in with this, this guy first. I just want some dimension to the eye, you know? This is typically how I do an eyeshadow look too. So I just want to make sure that I can do what I usually do. And I'm just going to pat that on. Okay, and I'm just going to use my finger and just pop a little bit more of Reputation. A little bit more in the outer corner, just kind of like fixing it up a bit, you know? Now we're going to smoke things out with Endgame right here. So I'm just packing it on with this little pencil brush. Using a clean blending brush to just blend this up into the crease. I'm noticing this one's definitely looking a little bit patchy, but it could be because, you know, I already put on a lot of that shimmery shade first. But usually I don't really have an issue. And back in just one more time with boundaries. Transition up into the crease a little bit more. I'm going to pick up Angel Fire again, and I'm going to put this on the brow bone here. Okay, that is literal like glitter flecks, but it does blend out. Ooh, that's intense. I'm going to pick that same shade up on a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to work that kind of downwards into our crease. I really like to do this because it just kind of softens the brow bone highlight and it just meshes really well, I feel, into the crease. Popping in Bribe in the inner corner, and holy crap, that is beautiful. It is so pigmented. And same thing, I just kind of wiped off the brush and I'm going to pick up Bribe again and just kind of dust it into this inner corner here. So this is what the palette looks like after one eye is done. A little bit of fallout here and there, nothing too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my other eye.
For the other eye, I actually did something a little different. So I started with a primer before I put the eyeshadows on, just to see if it would help in any way. And I don't know, maybe make the eyeshadows look more vibrant. I just laid down a nice layer of the LA Girl primer, although I'm sure the Urban Decay one would have worked great. I just completely forgot about it. Anyway, I am applying first, same thing, Boundaries, that warm terracotta shade to the crease, working it inwards, upwards, outwards, basically everywhere. And as you can see, I am applying more than one layer. I am building this up so that it can be as vibrant as I am wanting. And then after I feel like it's blended out nicely, I use the same exact brush and go in with Retro, that nice warm peachy shade, just to add some more color. And I love how beautifully those two blend together. I mean, it works out perfectly. Then over the eyelid, I used Reputation, which is probably my favorite shade from the palette right now. Just glides on so easily. You can blend out the edges without completely blending off the entire eyeshadow, which I do love. I threw in a little bit more of Boundaries into the crease, wiped away any of the fallout because there is just a little bit of fallout. It's not a lot, but a little bit. And then here you can see me using Endgame. Again, I am having issues. So this is the first layer I put on, and then I tried to blend it out and just completely disappeared. And I was like, oh, okay. Moving on to the second layer. And it definitely worked a little better. It stuck more than just the first layer did, but I had patchiness. So then I tried to fill in that patchiness. Unfortunately, I found this eyeshadow to be incredibly chalky, and it just did not blend out well. However, with 2 to 3 layers of it, you can definitely get it to look decent. You can definitely make this eyeshadow work. I think the trick is to only blend it out very lightly. And maybe it could be that my brush that I was using just wasn't soft enough. I'm not exactly sure. I'm definitely going to experiment more with it. Let me know if you guys have had any issues with this eyeshadow as well. Going in with Angel Fire here. First with a flat brush and then with a blending brush down into the crease. And finally with a nice pop of highlight to the inner corner using Bribe and then blending that out as well. For eyeliner, I used Ciat eyeliner. I love this one because it comes to like a really sharp point. So if you suck at doing eyeliner, I guarantee you'll be able to get like the best wing of your life using this thing. It really just makes it so easy to do. I love it, and it's dark and black and matte. It's perfect. Eyelashes, I used Esquito XO and a little bit of Too Faced mascara, Better Than Sex, to fuse my lashes into the falsies. I know most of you guys clicked on this video to see the eyeshadows perform and my thoughts on them, but I also wanted to show you how I did the rest of my makeup just in case any of you had questions about it. So I contoured using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Mocha. I love this one because it blends out so beautifully. I just used the Real Techniques blending sponge to do that. Bronzed my face with Pop Beauty 101 contour palette and applied a little bit of orangey toned blush from OFRA Cosmetics. To highlight, I used the Anastasia Glow Kit. I mixed the two lightest shades together and popped that on the top of my cheekbones and also kind of around my eyebrow. And finally, for the lips, you guys know I like a dark lip. I used the e.l.f. Cosmetics Gel Waterproof Eyeliner. Yes, this is an eyeliner for your eyes, but I like to use it for my lips because it helps the liquid lipstick stay on longer and it gives it a much darker pigmentation, and that is in Coffee. It's a really great dark brown. And over top, I used Lorac Liquid Lipstick in Deep Burgundy. Anytime I do a dark lip, I always conceal afterwards. I went through with Boundaries first and really made sure to blend that down, like pretty far down on my lower lash line. And then I used a little bit of Retro, mixed that in too. And lastly, Endgame on the outer corners of my eyes. Again, I did have to go over this in a few layers to get it to be really vibrant and not patchy. But I am telling you guys, the two mattes I used and that shimmery shade are so buttery and smooth and creamy, and they really do blend out amazing. Like, they're just so easy to use. Lined my waterline with the Urban Decay Zero Glide On pencil and a little bit of Smashbox Superfan mascara on the lower lashes. Wiped away the bake, sprayed the all-nighter from Urban Decay, and that was it.
With this palette, Endgame, unfortunately, I was really disappointed with, and then everything else I loved and was beautiful, like stunning. So incredibly in love with everything that I use, and so that's why I'm like, oh, Endgame, why? I really want to play around with this silver Dreamweaver, and also Distilled looks, oh my god, that one looks really nice. Let me swatch those two. Oh, yes. What did I also didn't use Burn. Oh my goodness. Let me swatch Half Baked again too so you guys can see how bright that is. That's not like your usual gold. I feel like that's a lot brighter. So here's the difference between Half Baked from the original, and then this is the new Barely Baked. So it's just a little bit lighter. So final thoughts is I would recommend getting it. I would totally pick it up if you're an everyday eyeshadow kind of girl, and if you want something, you know, that's new. And I really want to make more looks with it, so let me know if you guys would like to see that. But yeah guys, that is the look. That's what I came up with, and let me know what you think. What do you think about this palette? Do you have it? Are you thinking about getting it? Leave a thumbs up down below for more tutorials using this palette. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit that notification bell for more videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one.